Hey folks, Peter here. Thank you for joining me once again for another 3D printing episode. I do want to start off this video by saying Happy New Year. Today, when I'm filming this, is actually the 1st. You guys won't be seeing it for a few weeks, but when you do, Happy New Year. Now in this video, I'm not really going to print anything. There's no issues I want to be troubleshooting. I just want to go over some resolutions I've got for the printer this year. To start off with, one of the first issues that I have with the machine, this isn't really an issue per se, but it's more of a, well, it'd be nice to change that, is actually the sound of the machine. So this printer currently is sitting on a hollow plastic table, and the motors on this machine cause vibrations, and those vibrations transfer through this table. So that does give off a little bit of sound, and that just kind of really, when you hear it, and sometimes you don't want to hear it. It's not a bad sound, just sometimes you don't want to hear it. To address that, there's a few things I can do. One of them being, I can buy something like some pavers. Those are like those square bricks that you put out in the garden or out in the yard, patio, whatever you're doing. So if I buy one of those and a rubber paver, I can actually dampen a good chunk of the sound. That should quiet this machine up pretty quick. But there still will be some sound after that, I think. There's still vibrations moving through the frame of the machine here, and that's coming from the motors being mounted directly to the metal. That's where these guys come in. This right here is just a little piece of rubber with 2 pieces of metal on the sides. You hook this up to the motor like this. Vibration's gone. So I think what I would like to do is I want to get these installed first before I get those pavers. I know I could obviously just move this to a different table and that should help a good chunk with the sounds, I would assume. But this is where I film at, so this is where it's staying for now. Gotta make do with what we've got. I've got a new light, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed that. There's I got a ring light for the camera. So I'm using that instead of my normal lights. It's a little bit different style. It is a bit to get used to, and I'm sure I'll be seeing a circle in my eyes for a while, but we're gonna try it out. I think this might help with photography. That's besides the point. So for me to get those dampers installed, I actually have to get this gear off. And to get this gear off, I think I'm actually just gonna have to grind it off of here. I did shoot this video once already, full disclosure, deleted it all. That's beside the point though, so here I am filming this again. I've already tried to take the gears off with a vice grip, and it wasn't budging. And I do have some penetrating fluid on there, and it's just not moving. I could buy, I think it's called like a bearing press or a bearing extractor, and that pushes on that center pin, and then it lifts from the edges. I'm just gonna grind the thing off. I don't need to be buying tools to use once. Something else that I did do with this machine, and again, this is just stuff to help the machine with vibrations, and it's something called salmon skin that you see on the prints, and again that comes down to the vibrations. And one spot that I kept seeing was the Z-axis screw here. It does kind of wobble around a little bit. I don't think it's so much when it actually does a layer change, because that's only moving once every layer, but just the motions as it moves around. So what I've done is I've installed this, I printed this right here. Real quick print. The printer itself prints fine now, just so you guys know. Since we did that extruder gear, the new brass one, everything on this machine is actually running really smooth. I can pretty much set this thing and walk away, and it's going. It's awesome. This is in a really good spot. I would like to keep it that way, but if you guys own a 3D printer, you know things go wrong. So for right now, I'll take what I can get. Back to the point, I've printed this here and then installed a bearing on the inside. So this Z screw now doesn't move at all. So that is pretty firm, solid to the frame, should reduce or help prevent any issues from popping up. More of a preventative measure. It was a quick print, might as well do it. 3D printing is a lot of fun. Something else that I actually do want to print, or figure out if I can print, I've showed this off before, but the plastic extruder that was on there had this clip for the wires, and this new aluminum one doesn't. So I'm gonna see if I can print something similar to this to stick on top of the aluminum extruder, and hopefully that will help keep wires out of the way. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so here's the back of the machine. You guys know you love it. We do have the new fan shroud on there. As far as how much that's improving prints, I'm not quite sure, but I do like how it looks, so that's gonna stay. This cable used to be attached on the end of the extruder, but now there's nothing to clip it into. And so far I can just kind of wedge it up here or just rest it on top, and that seems to be okay. But I would like a way to secure it up here so that it's fully out of the way. Maybe I can print something here. I don't know, I'll figure something out. But just something to get that out of the way, give me a little bit more peace of mind. Also, just so you guys know, I'm switching over to manual focus for the camera here on out for the videos. I don't really notice it as I'm filming because I just have this little 2-inch monitor screen to look at, so I can't quite tell. But going back through the editing, it goes out of focus often with the autofocus, especially with things moving around on the screen here. So we're gonna do manual focus. I'm gonna try to get it crisp as I can. If I do mess it up a little bit, just know that I'm trying my best. And one of the last areas that I wanna focus on for this machine for, at least, you know, like I said, my resolutions for this, is I saw you can actually get something to kind of clean this up and dress this up. I mean, it's fine with these cables back here. This one's that's where the motor goes. Obviously that motor is off right now because I'm trying to get that gear off. But I just want to dress these up. I don't mind, you know, these harnesses or whatever you call them. It does kind of tidy up things, but if I can really dress it up, I think you can print like these links or something to put these around, and it just helps clean it up some. And then I can maybe just try to see if I can do some better wire management back here, like this guy here. Maybe I can tuck that under something. I'm not quite sure. I've never really messed with it before. Other than that, I think the machine's in pretty great shape. Like I said, it is printing pretty well. The Bowden, especially with the new extruder gear on there, that's all working great. This print bed, I still love it. I do need to clean it, especially since I've been touching it, but this thing works great. Print stick, as soon as it cools down, they literally slide right off. It's fantastic. One other print that I would like to do, and this is again is just more for dressing up the machine, is these V-slot rails you can fit right in here. Just kind of dresses up the machine, adds some accent color to it. Obviously we're gonna go with orange. Also, I can get this shroud printed out for this fan on the power supply. Should help reduce the noise some. Just protect that fan, make sure nothing's getting in there. Not that anything should be getting in there, but just a little bit of protection, directing the air away. Is it really a necessary part? Not really, but it is all part of the fun of owning a printer and just being able to make stuff for it. That's really it for this video. Again, there's no issues this week. I don't know if you guys saw the last one with the extruder. Glad that all got sorted out. And I do like to be honest with you guys, and if things pop up and problems arise, we're gonna show that off here on the channel. It's not all fun and games here. Things do go wrong, and you gotta know how to work past those. And that's what I'm learning, and I'm really enjoying it. If there's something that you wanna see on this channel regarding the 3D printer, if there's something you want to see me print for the machine, some sort of upgrade or mod I gotta do for it, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, all that fun stuff. So once again, thank you for watching. Happy New Year. Hopefully it is treating you well. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you've got going on for some resolutions. We'd love to hear them. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.